Hello everyone and welcome to today's YouTube video. My name is Gil Trading, and on today's video I'll be doing a precision analysis on EURUSD. If you're new to this YouTube channel, please like, share and subscribe. So on today's video I'm going to start from the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, my swing structure is bullish. This is my current swing structure. This is my strong swing low, and we got a break of structure, and after the break of structure a swing pullback is expected. So price has mitigated monthly supply, which I showed you all yesterday. If you haven't then go check that video that I posted yesterday. So after mitigation of that monthly supply, that may help to facilitate. It may provide a reaction to give us them swing pullback. So for today's session, I'm willing to be looking for shorts to play that, to play that swing pullback. Another thing to keep in mind is there's still cause for higher prices. There's still unmitigated this weekly supply, and there's also this unmitigated daily supply above, which price might want to mitigate first before we get the pullback. So for today's session, I'm only to look for shorts. Longs for me currently are aggressive, but we'll see how price develops. If we see enough confirmations that price is likely to mitigate this POIs above, which it's not a must for price to mitigate them, then we'll catch that move. If price wants to wants to react from the monthly supply mitigation, then I'll not fight it and continue looking for shorts as of yesterday, because yesterday to play that swing pullback. It's also fractal pullback, but you see, if price pulls back, let's say to this demand, you see from the way even I've drawn, if you can see this, from this high to this low, it's a significant pullback. It's even larger than the previous range, the previous pullback, meaning we will have gotten a swing pullback. Yeah. So these are the demand zones that price might pull back to, where the high low could be formed from. But also the mitigation of the monthly supply is mitigation of extreme swing supply, meaning the monthly swing lower high could be formed from this high could be the next monthly swing higher low, meaning now the daily could shift bearish, so price can target the monthly week swing low. So this high might be the next lower high. Maybe we are seeing history here. So let's drop down to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, my swing structure is bullish. This is my current swing structure. This is my strong swing low, and this is my weak swing high. After the break of structure, a swing pullback was expected, which currently we have had a significant pullback, which I'm happy. That's why I've labeled this high as my weak swing high, because this is a significant pullback. It's relevant to this previous pre-year. So we've had a swing pullback. So, and we can see from the mitigation of this demand, which is a sweep zone, but it has no lead, we got a strong reaction yesterday, which could likely suggest that price is likely to target the weak swing high. But this could just be a move, an interval pullback, and then we start price to form a lower high, then price to start forming such kind of structure. That is one thing to keep in mind. But this huge reaction from this demand, it's not something to ignore. It might be, price might be wanting to target this high so we can mitigate this supply above. So for today's session, I want to be looking for shorts from the higher time frame, but the 4-hour time frame doesn't support that because of the mitigation of this demand. But if the M15 we see clear breakdowns, if we see price start to break down, if we start to see significant structure forming, likely targeting, like it's targeting this low, then I'll look for shorts to target this low. So we also in the premium prices. Price hasn't mitigated discount prices, meaning there's cost for lower prices, but it's still not a must for price to pull back to discount prices. Price can still, the higher low can still be formed from here, and price to target the high. But from the higher time frames, I want to be looking for shorts. So, and also, although I don't like following II structures, like internal fractal structures. In this case, we can see like price came down, it formed this inside bar, then this is the kind of structure that is forming, which maybe price might respect this high and then price to form this low, a higher low from lower high from here, then price to mitigate the low. But we'll see how price develops. So let's drop down to the M15 time frame. On the M15, we can clearly see the what I was trying to draw on the 4 time frame. This is what I was drawing. This. So maybe now the reaction from the forward demand might be this M15 might be a reaction to facilitate them pull back to this strong M15 internal high. Then we press now to target the weak internal low. So and the M15, on the M15, this is my strong swing low. My swing structure is bullish. Give me a minute. This is my swing structure. This is my strong swing low, and this is my weak swing high. After the break of structure, the swing pullback was expected, which we got yesterday, which we are currently in. So internal, we've got price formed an internal structure yesterday, which is helping us to facilitate the swing pullback. So it's also helping us to play the swing pullback, where if price pulls back to the strong internal high, we look to catch the lower high, targeting the weak internal low. So for today's session, now that I have a bearish bias, now from the M15, I'm expecting this high to hold. There's still cause for lower prices for price to mitigate. There's an unmitigated demand here, and also there's an extreme unmitigated demand over here. And also we can expect a swing reversal if we're going to get that daily swing pullback. So for today's session, to take shorts, then I want to see order flow shift. Price has already mitigated this zone. Price is currently on this zone. We haven't gotten a significant reaction from it. So if we see a bearish order flow shift from it, then I'll be happy to look for shorts from it, from the supply zone that will have formed after the order flow shift. Then you can even keep following the order flow till price mitigates them with internal low. Another way I can get involved is if price pulls back, sweeps this high, then we get another flow shift to signal the high is holding. Today, also price has also swept this Asian high. Let me see if it's a strong high. If it had broken, yes, this is a strong high. Let me show you. Let me first delete this so I can show you well. Give me a minute. Done. So this high broke this low, fractal low. Then price came and broke above it, meaning we have a strong liquidation, of this high. And also the PBL is still active. Price did not mitigate it because a higher high But also another thing, price has currently swept the Asian high. But also we've also gotten a bearish order flow shift. But during session, if you just see another order flow shift, even without checking all these sweeps that have happened, the sweep of this high and also the sweep of the Asian high, if we get an order flow shift where price pops up, also takes out this high, it will be also a strong liquidation because let me show you, this high has broken this low, this fractal low over here. So if price comes and sweeps that high, and then we get another flow shift, then we'll have a strong fractal high that was formed during session that has a session supply zone within it, and we can look for shorts from it, or you can also place a sell stop order before the order flow shift, because sometimes price doesn't, after the order flow shift, like here, let me show you an example. Like here, this happened on Tuesday. So price pulled back, we got an order flow shift, price broke above this fractal high, demand is below here, price did not pull back to it, it just went. So a way you can get involved early is if you place a buy stop above them, a sell stop, a stop order above them, fractal high, and a stop loss below the low. Then you hold the trade. You see, like here, it played out really well. And also here, also the previous day, also there was also another M15 order flow shift entry here, where price came. This, I guess, this was the London low. Price came, swept it, and during the New York session, we got an entry from here. So you see even here, price did not pull back to demand. It just went. So you can place a buy stop, like here you place a buy stop order above the fractal high, then you hold the trade. So that's also another. So that with that is why I took this trade yesterday. So after price yesterday came, swept the Asian high, then we had a fractal low here. Then I placed them. I placed a sell stop order below this fractal low, which triggered my end. After price broke below it, it took my entry was triggered, and that's why I got this trade yesterday. So even today, if price pops up, sweeps this high, then you can place either you can choose to wait. You can place a sell stop order below the fractal low, or you can wait for the order flow shift. Then once price pulls back to the supply that caused the order flow shift, you drop down to the M5 for your execution time frame. Then you look for an entry from here to target the weak internal low. So that's number one way to look for shorts. Also, as I said previously, as we wait for the sweep of the high followed by bearish order flow shift. And also another way, also that's the one way to look for shorts. For longs, I'd want to see, it will be great if we see price internal shift bullish, then we look to catch the internal high low to target the weak. To target first the weak internal high or the weak swing high. But as I said, from the higher time frames, it's good to check the higher time frames. You know, the higher time frames will always rule the lower time frames. So if you keep forcing longs, if you force longs and you know price has mitigated a monthly supply where the swing higher low lower high could be formed from, then don't be surprised if your SL is hit. So that's all for today's video. Please like, share, and subscribe. I wish you all a wonderful and a blessed day.